Hello again, teacher. Welcome to my PPP presentation. So let's start. First, I have the generalities and are the following. The class and section. The class is Intermediate English 2 and the section is B. The teacher is Joanny Delgado. The book is Submit 2. The unit is the unit 5. The lesson Elvis Lives and Speaks. Today is July 18, 2020, and the practitioner Jansen Yesenia Maya Constanza. The objective for this lesson is, by the end of this class, students will be able to perform a debate at the moment of give his or her opinion in the classroom about the return of people who have died, making the appropriate use of adjectives with the 85% of effectiveness. The first stage is pre, which has three activities, and the first one is schematic activation, which the purpose is to see what the student know about the topic. And the activity is students will be asked to stand up and make a circle in the middle of the classroom to play a game. Bus and bees. Each student has to say a number, and the student who has to say the multiples of 3 will say bus, and the multiples of 5 will say bees. The first three students who make a mistake will take a piece of paper from a box that will be on a table, and they have to answer the following question. Do you think that the dead can return? Why? Finally, the process will be repeated until 5 participation. For this activity the time is 3 minutes and the materials are pieces of paper, box and a table. The second activity for this stage is the vocabulary presentation. The purpose is to give the students the main words to understand the reading. And the activity is the teacher will show new adjectives in a PowerPoint presentation, then the teacher will say the pronunciation of each one and the students have to repeat it after her. Next, students will receive a worksheet with the definition of those words, and they have to match the correct adjective with the definition. Finally, some students will be selected by the teacher to share the answers, so if the answers are incorrect, the teacher will help to fix them. For this activity, the time is 5 minutes and the materials are to be PowerPoint presentation, worksheets, and pencils. And the last one activity is the gist. The purpose is guessing what the content will be about prior to exposition. The activity is students will be asked to watch a video about people who come back to the death. The teacher will play it one time. Then students will discuss with the person next to them about what they watch in the video for 1 minute. After that, the teacher will ask the three students to share what they have discussed about the video. The time is 5 minutes and the materials are TV and a video. And we have the second stage which is during. In the during, we have the reading number 1, number 2, and number 3. And the purpose for the reading number 1 is scanning. The students will be asked to look for a pair. It can be with the person next to them. The teacher will deliver them a reading named Elvis Lives and Speaks. Then they have to read it and look for specific information as keywords, details, or facts. They will have some minutes to do it. Finally, when the time has passed, the teacher is going to choose some pairs according to the attendance in order to share what the reading is about or relevant information that they have found. For this activity, the time is 4 minutes and the materials are readings and pencils. The second reading is to find more details about the reading or the listening, but in this case is about the listening, about the reading, Elvis lives and speaks. And the activity is students will be asked to remain in the same pairs. The teacher will give them a page with some questions related to the previous reading. Then students have to answer with their own words all the questions. Finally, the teacher will ask the joint pairs to share their answers. For this activity, the time is 4 minutes, and the materials are pages and pencils. And the last activity is the reading number 3. And the purpose is that it helps students to achieve the skills of the lesson. And the activity is the following. Students will be asked to stand up and make 2 lines in the middle of the classroom. Then the teacher will play a song and they have to walk around the classroom. When the music stops, students will make a pair with the person who is in front of him or her and talk about what they like or dislike of the reading. And if they are agree or disagree too. Finally, the teacher is going to select randomly some students to share what they have talked up with the partner. For this activity, the time is 4 minutes and the material is the speaker. And finally, we have the post. The post is transference activity, which the purpose is to develop the objective. And the activity is students will be asked to stand up and make 4 groups of 5 members. They will perform a debate about the return of people who have died. One group will be in favor of that and the other will be against. The teacher will select the groups that will pass first, asking to one member a number from 1 to 5, and the student who gets the number his or her group will pass. The teacher will make this dynamic until to find the first 2 groups. Then the first 2 groups will have 8 minutes to develop the debate, and when the 8 minutes has passed, will be the turn of the other 2 groups. The time for this activity is 20 minutes and the materials is the classroom. So this is my lesson plan and thank you for listening.